or kill like 900k characters.
Yeah.
It also builds you up enough meter so you could like spike up the damage count even more.
Yeah.
Off throw, you can at least get I think 700k on a solo. That's really good. But it's annoying. And then like the way to play Taskmaster optimally, it's a lot of poke and making sure you can chip the opponent. And when you get the solid hit in, oh god,
he can do it. Yeah.
It's a neutral. It's a neutral, and like you got to do way more inputs than you think you do. Like you can go basic and go for like a really rough style, but against like a lot of stronger players, you definitely need to like input a lot more mechanics and then do a lot more like cancels and stuff.
Yeah, micro spacing a little bit of things, baiting stuff out with like swing, canceling the swing. I think that's
yeah. You have to do a lot of fucking swing cancels, like swing cancels into just one arrow, swing cancels just for poke, like
swing cancels with no arrows for like if you get the kick loop.
No, sometimes even swing cancels just for mix-ups.
Yeah.
Because at the like for a neutral against a blocking opponent, you actually have to incorporate swing cancels.
Yeah.
It's actually way safer than anything else. You get more advantage, even though you might not get as much chip. But it builds up over time, and then you can actually like stay on the opponent way longer. It's like all this shit that I just don't like spend time practicing or fighting against people who could play and getting it down. Oh man.
The tools are there, but yeah, definitely I can agree with you.
But playing at the high levels is hard.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about it back then, but like you want to play at that level, it's one of those, why not play something like Magneto or even Sea Viper if you're going to play that complex? Because you get much more better return for that.
Alright. A little bit less risk, higher reward.
Which is better tool. Like Viper has like so many ways to get at things, you know? Especially if she has meter on her. Taskmaster, you gotta play a lot more safer.
Yeah, and you can even look at the utility of Taskmaster unblockable compared to Sea Viper focus attack. I mean, that can be a simple showcase of like one character having the same tool as another one, but the utility of actually Sea Viper being able to use it more reliably than Taskmaster.
Taskmaster, you can do it, but you just need the right setup. Like, I still need to test if there's a Taskmaster unblockable setup with cap, stars, and stripes. But I probably should ask that guy online to see if he could test it. Because he figured out some like stupid or like crazy strong Taskmaster unblockable setups that you can get like almost a perfect on if you do it right.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's 300%. Yeah.
Yeah, once you lock the opponent in, like they're dead.
Yeah, I've seen with Dark Hole, some people do it with Dormammu. Some people do it with Dante.
You could do it Doom Rocks. You could do it Dante.
Taskmaster.
And then the guy was just able to build up enough meter. Yeah, Super Scroll. It was like NXC Omega X or something like that. Like he's been experimenting with those and just like showcasing what he can do.
Yeah, I actually asked him for if he could make a video showcasing some tech for me to use with my team, and he broke, you know, the team wide open, and I was just wow, there's so much to unpack here, and so much that he uses like as a damage builders and starters and like hits off of throws, and it's impressive to see. He's ridiculous.
I'm not sure. I think he like picked up one trick I use because I saw him incorporate in some of his combo showcases. But I need to ask like if he picked that up for me. Like, you know where like I start doing those things where you do charging star or hypercharging star into task up arrows when they're in the corner?
With the assist? Or you mean with Taskmaster point?
No, when you do Captain America into Taskmaster up arrows.
Oh, yeah.
And then the arrow shower buys you enough time to do a pickup.
Yeah.
I think I noticed that in a lot of combos you incorporated that too. But I don't feel like no one really used that yet, so I feel like you probably picked that up from stuff I did. Like honestly, you should try to do that too in situations where it's favorable. But you have to be really good at getting it down, like knowing when to do the swing cancel, because if you do it late, you fuck up. It gets scary. But that will ultimately get you more meter build, and that's more essential.
My Modok team's Spider-Man.
I feel so mad. Even if I just get frustrated because I keep using Ryu as an anchor. That's what I chose, but still.
Yeah.
Because I even played around with like using Wesker as an anchor, and I still got like a much better, scarier return with him than Ryu.
You can do like 700K combos starting with Spider-Man into Jamming Bomb with no.
Like the moment I used Wesker on my team and then just played against some of my friends, like I started messing them up even though I didn't have optimal combos, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I do like Wesker a lot too.
Yeah, Wesker's sick.
Well, he's like more Ryu than Ryu, if that makes any sense. Like for this type of game, Wesker is pretty good at teaching you like really good. He's really rewarding based on like how you use him. He's not Magneto level, but he's enough to teach anyone like the basics to understand how to use a game and how to take advantage of some mechanics.
He's like a Marvel Shoto.
Yeah.
Has like teleports, has a projectile, has OTG, etc.
It has OTG, has a command throw.
Counter super, yeah.
He has everything you need to do okay.
Yeah.
Magneto is definitely a better version of him, but for how easy Wesker is to use and understand how to use him effectively, he's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a punish. Oh, that's not a punish? That should have been an instant hit. Can't believe he was able to cancel that in time.
Nice, good block. It looked like he almost went low. Good throw.
Yeah, too much pokey. I don't know if Mothman can do solo comebacks with... It's really hard to do comebacks with a solo Modok.
He's done it in tournament a couple times. We've definitely seen the Dark Doc, but yeah, it's definitely like a...
Well,
when you think of comeback characters, he's definitely not the one that you would think of as like volatile, but he's good enough.
Yeah, he does a job, but it's not something where he could fully take advantage of because he needs an assist to really put on pressure.
Right, he doesn't feel grimy like solo compared to others.
Like, well, it's also like he doesn't really have good lows, and then when you put pressure on him, he doesn't have really good defensive options. His offense is amazing, but if you start pressuring him, it gets ugly. Ooh, excuse me. Like, just the fact that Modok has safe ways to get in and safe ways to get out, he's just not optimal for like being a great anchor. The speed boosts are nice though. Oh. Oh. Nice. If he saw it was coming, Morgan could have done DP super. You got out of that.
Oh, jammed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a little bit of far off from the confirm.
Oh.
That's funny.
They use the same strength.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so Priest is going to lose his dock. Is Mothman going to be greedy? No, he doesn't need to be greedy. He's just efficient.
Ooh, good pressure.
Oh.
Surprised you didn't fly out.
Is that a throw attempt? I don't know which one is Modok H. Doc's dead. So now it's just going to be relentless pressure versus relentless pressure.
Oh, he's jammed. Not anymore, though.
It doesn't really matter with Dark Phoenix. I mean, her normal is just guarantee safety and buy her enough time.
Oh my.
Nope, that's going to hit. X.
Uy, qué guapo.
1, 2, 3.
¿Qué onda, papi? Gracias, guapo. Did you grab my wallet? I got, however much it costs, I got you. You got Did you get Streamburger what he wanted? Okay. Just let me know how much it is and I got you food or whatever.
Just wash them down with meat or beans.
Thank you. Huh? It was like 8 for both? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll pay it forward or whatever. Thank you. Gracias, papi.
What'd you get?
Black coffee.
Iced coffee?
Something to keep me going.
I'm kidding.
I got you.
10:45, but there's a long night ahead of me, to say the least. No matter how early I say I want to leave or how early I say I'm not going to stay, I end up staying probably about 3 hours longer than I anticipate myself staying.
Yeah, that's why I had to mentally prepare myself when I came here. It's like, shit, I might be leaving at 2 in the morning today.
It's worth it though.
Well, for me, it's like, man, I haven't gone back here for a while. I want to play people. I want to see if I can still brush up and stuff.
Oh yeah, you still got it for sure.
Well, I want to be good enough for Evo if I decide to do it.
I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt, even if you were to like not be able to play in bracket. That's the way I saw it. Like, even if I can't compete in bracket because of like last minute things, even going for a day and being in shape, yeah, like I would be so mad if I, you know what I'm saying, like if I didn't brush up at all.
Yeah, I kind of like come to the conclusion that I still want to be reasonably good at this game no matter what. And even like even post Evo, I still want to try to get better than what I currently am.
Hell yeah.
But just because of the fact like this might be the last time we see Evo on the big stage, so to speak.
It's never guaranteed. That was ridiculous. That was fucking crazy.
That was a good. That was good.
What's up, Pepe Le Pew? Thanks for tuning in, bro.
Thanks for tuning in for this evening's, what is it, office? Regular hours?
Yeah, regular
Average
hours.
Yeah,
Eric's here.
with a white claw. See, man?
Fitness, man. It's all about fitness now. We're older.
That's ain't about fitness. Everyone wants seltzer. It's our version of Corona. It's this generation's Corona.
But it's healthier.
No, it's not.
I think so.
We just pretend we think it is.
The sugar is.
It doesn't matter. We're still down in this stuff like it's regular water.
That's true. If we replace the toxins with volume, yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much.
If you put the same amount of toxins in it was when we're having a beer, it doesn't help you. Oh.
Great block.
Oh. Oh, got a hit. Not gonna be enough to do anything. Oh yeah, I know Paradigm usually is busy on the weekends, but I hope he can make it to the office one day.
I'm gonna drink my coffee, but I will as soon as I finish my coffee.
I'm really happy to see Paradigm starting to quietly participate in tournaments now.
Same.
I know he can't do TNS because his work starts around the weekend, but it was nice to see him in appear in Wednesday Night Fights.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely like one of those legends that like never stopped being as good as he was, but Marvel was one of those things where not everybody was active when like there was like little time skips where people were really great and then Marvel kind of died off a little bit, but people were still playing, and then it kind of rose up again when it got put on PS4 and PC like that. There were little resurgences, and Paradigm's always been good, but he hasn't always been active in it. Like you're saying, it's really cool to see such a talented player with such a unique team.
Oh no, he's just good.
Very talented player, yeah. Pepe Le Pew's asking, thinking about going to Evo, who in the office is going? Almost everybody.
Almost everyone
is trying to go or
trying to figure out some way.
Yeah.
Either they're trying to participate in a tournament or they're just trying to be there.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, there's going to be people that's going to be playing Marvel just for the sake of playing Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even to talk shit to people.
Talk shit, side bet.
Side bet, make investments.
Commentate.
Get drunk.
Yeah, get wasted, shit talk, everything.
Do all 3, do all 7.
Yeah, exactly. I've
and have bad events. Cough.
I've had discussions with friends about how like Marvel isn't the most, I would say, profitable fighting game,
No.
but it's one of the fighting games that when a set is going on, almost everybody huddles around, and when there's a hype set and people are screaming, there's dice rolling, side betting, people are drinking, there's foot races, there's just it's one
I
of
don't remember
those
seeing
games.
foot races, but
There's always it's a party wherever Marvel is. And I think it's one of those games that I think will always have that magic of hype, cool characters, and like the people wanting to be around it. Even if they don't like playing it because of how fucked up it is. People love watching the game.
yeah, one of the strangest things that the developers just managed to pull off is this is a very entertaining game to watch, even if you don't know what's going on. Like Tekken, you could kind of understand. Tekken 7 was good because you could understand what was going on at a base level. Marvel was more like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but this looks crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can see the flying around and whoever's getting whooped, but...
And then X Factor is always that, is this guy gonna do something crazy because he has that thing on deck?
Yeah.
On my gas to pick y'all up and drop y'all off. I really have no regrets leaving you guys behind. Who's there? Sorry I don't give you gas money, Eric. I'm broke.
I feel kind of bad though because I think, like 1 month back, I had a friend who used to play Marvel seriously, and then we're at a friend's place just to like play casually. I whooped him so hard that he just got super discouraged. And he used to be really good back in the day. But he got so frustrated because like I forgot how to play again.
Right.
Like the mechanics frustrate me so much. Because he's getting really good at Strive, but
Oh, yeah.
like when he played Marvel, he's like, yeah, I can't play this game anymore.
Nice turnaround from Mothman, by the way. He's up in the score now. Marvel is definitely... I mean, fighting games are like that, right? But Marvel is just... Sometimes this game, you go in and you have just like a terrible set, terrible day, and you're just like you were saying, he just felt defeated. Just like, damn, I'm ass, I don't... This game is just too much now.
It's like some stuff I do is, it was kind of, for me it was also a measuring bar because it just made me realize, oh, yeah, even with me with my limited ability, I'm still being like my former friends who used to be really good at the game and understand like, oh, I'm at a higher level at them somehow. But like seeing the frustration on their faces, seeing like things they tried to do not come out, or seeing they get punished with things, I was like, oh shit. I still got it, but I get how frustrating it can be to people who want to do things but just doesn't come out, or don't remember how to deal with some of the BS that you can do in this game.
And I think that's, as frustrating as that can be, I think that's the most important thing about fighting games, I think. I shouldn't say the most, I should say one of the most important, is that we're never owed anything because of how we played before or how we used to be, or the tech that we've done in the lab. It's actually how we actually can do with our mind and mechanical ability. Because everybody's nice in their head, but are you actually nice when it comes on to playing?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing about fighting games. Even if you know what to do, there's always that thing of can I pull it off still?
Yeah.
Let's see, Gabriel Q for the win. You guys feel that at a top level there's a certain amount of RNG involved in the game? I mean, it depends what you consider RNG. Like, there are some bugs in this game where it can't be helped, but also this game's played so much that people understand how to make the bugs happen.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there's the THC Infinite, or TAC Infinite. That's a bug. There's also screen tear. That's a bug.
Yeah,
There's
screen
some
tear, incomings, yeah.
And then they're like weird-ass, messed up
Round trip glitch.
round trip trips. That's a bug. Like, I really need to understand what your concept of RNG for the game is, because remember, when you're playing two players, there's always going to be a degree of unpredictability because the players have their tendencies, and then there's also a chance that they might act different than what they're going to do,
And if you mean in the sense of randomness, like people busting out or doing things that are random, how they say. When a player is at a higher skill set, those things are reduced more by meaties or you know, putting people in proper block stun or making sure your strings are tight to the essence of that randomness can only go so far if you want to use that word random.
I hope Sack. Well, now you cursed it, Pepe Le Pew. That means Sacktap will never win his Evo.
I believe he can do it. But
I believe he could be top 8 player, like easily. But Sacktap has this mysterious ability to avoid being practical, like at the worst moments. He's gotten better about it, but that's why he lost against Joey D. He didn't go basic. Like he had game-winning confirms, and then he messed them up. And I cried. I cried a lot because I was there watching.
I was screaming for him at Evo, man.
I was there watching when he was playing against Joey D, and I was so mad because he didn't simplify his combos. And he caught like 0 twice. I was like, God damn it. He even got a happy birthday, and he just didn't simplify the combos in time. Like, Sacktap is probably your basic guy who grinds it out. Well, I mean, DXP is on the same level on that.
Yeah.
But in terms of understanding how players play, Sacktap's probably one of the best, and that's why he's so strong.
His brain is just galactic.
Well, it's that he just spent the time to understand it and just keeps it in mind.
And the fact that he does it with, like, what people would consider, like, low-mid characters, like Ghost Rider and, like, Nemesis. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Sack can beat any player in a set, in a tournament set, easily. Like,
Well, I won't say easily, but he has enough to take on anyone.
I believe that there's not a single person where, like, Sack may lose the set, but he has the capability of beating anybody, in my opinion. Any player in Marvel. Personally, I believe that.
Well, it's like, ironically, his character, he has enough teams to actually deal with almost any situation.
Yeah. And the way that he knows how to switch them up, like you're saying, with his different teams is impressive.
Like, Ghost Rider actually has really strong matchups against certain characters that would be considered top tier.
Like Virgil. Virgil's a matchup where Ghost Rider...
Yeah, just clean them out.
Yeah, like, you don't really get swords like you normally would. And, like, little things of, like, getting hit full screen low and, like, dying.
And then a scary-ass, like, full screen mix-ups.
Yeah.
Where, like, all you have to do is just do one hop and you don't know if it's a left-right.
Yeah. It's impressive, yeah, how he uses it.
And then you can do, like, full screen snaps. That's scary, man.
It is.
Full screen snaps.
There's, like, you have to think about, like, full screen snap, full screen low, just, like, the meaty.
Set up with Arthur daggers, which you can get locked in for a while.
He does his, like, wave dash that's kind of ass-looking, but...
It's probably the premier example of how to make Hagar, which should be a low-tier character, but just due to... Hagar is a character that just capitalizes off human nature.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
it's the player matchup, yeah.
Yeah. Hagar shouldn't be strong on paper, but just due to player nature, that's why he's so strong. And Sacktap is really good at capitalizing off that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Jason Kito's team is so strong with Hagar, too.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Oh, that sucks balls.
That was really sick from Mothman. Nice awareness.
Well, there's nothing you can do now, but now Modok's like at 1 bar. Still enough to kill, but... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even Modok has at least a beam assist.
Did 2022 EVO for Marvel 3 have a limited amount of people who are able to register? I don't know for sure.
I don't think so.
I know it was a little bit of a smaller bracket than what might usually happen for EVO, but...
Oh, there was a cap? Okay. Yeah, like,
because it was a community game.
Yeah,
it wasn't a main game, yeah. So I think that makes sense.
And then also for like top 8, we managed to just secure it.
Oh,
that was good. Oh, he got a hit too.
Oh, he hit. I don't think he believed. That's rough. I'm surprised that hit too.
Well, how do you do the conversion? Like he was hitting him with the bullets.
Maybe he could have like did super and maybe it would have connected, but I think that would have been like a little bit of a premeditated link, you know, like instantly into super, that light. I think that's actually medium.
Yeah, it's a medium. I just can't figure out, like, he was at a range where I didn't know if he would be able to close in time to
maybe
get to the
like
conversion.
dash in or something like that. I'm not sure.
Well, then it'd be a mix-up. I was wondering if you could continue the conversion from the hit. Yeah, I think 2022 EVO was a community game, so there was probably limitations.
That makes sense.
There's bagels. Nice. I still want to play Wolf, too. If I manage to go to EVO this year, I really want to play a lot of people where you just kept missing opportunities to play. Still gotta play like the Ryu crew too.
You said what?
Still gotta play the Ryu crew as well.
Oh. Ryu's cool, man, in this game.
I'm gonna play Meteors and Ass offline. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Meteors is one of the funnest dudes to be around. Without a doubt. Always down to crack a beer, joke with you, laugh, talk some shit about Marvel. Definitely one of the sketchiest Hulk players to play against. Don't trust that guy, though.
Sketchy.
I wash my hands after I play him.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. I love that guy, but goddamn, he's a grimy-ass Hulk player.
He is. It feels almost annoying.
It's very annoying. I hate the matchup. I don't know about you, but Cat versus Hulk is, I find really annoying.
It's actually quite basic, but it's just trying to make sure you get the spacing right.
Yeah.
It's actually a spacing battle.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like, you actually have the tools to deal with Hulk, even with Meteors and Ass, but you need to make sure you're in the right spacing. If not, you're going to fuck up. And you also have to be ready to throw DP at any time to get a knockdown.
Yeah,
because he'll always try to do, like, the H mix-up. All you have to do is just do a DP, and then you knock him out of it.
It can be, you know, risky, but like you're saying, if you do it correctly, it is the right remedy. Or
he'll always try to jump, and like if he gets a hard knockdown on you, and then you're not in the corner, he'll always try to jump over you and just do like a jump H.
Jump
so the
H
counter
LS,
is just wake up DP. Because if you do it right, on input on wake up, when you should be vulnerable, you should be able to be throwing it out immediately.
Right.
So you get free damage, you reduce Hulk by like at least 100k, and then you're going to put him in kill range.
And then also knock him out. This is a first to 10, yeah, they're playing first to 10.
Like, keep forgetting dumb things like that. And then there's also, you need to practice to make sure you can throw it out on frame 1.
Yeah.
Woo! Wait, if that's what Alexei's asking, does that mean TNS tournament's done already?
TNS was done pretty fast, actually, because it was Palette. Probably busted-ass characters.
Oh, I didn't know it was Palette this week. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, I hope Tong deals with this bereavement at the moment.
That's the games right there? Yeah, man. It's, you know, it's one of the worst people, you know. Not that it should, you know, anybody really deserves it, but yeah. For somebody that is so, you know, giving and generous, you know, it's like...
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, totally.
Especially when you're sharing the photos, it's like,
yeah, man.
I get it.
Well, the only thing we can do is support him, you know. Well, he makes it through, and...
Well, like, that's most we can do on our end, especially as people who he's not really directly close with.
Yeah.
But that's...
He can feel it, you know. I'm sure that he feels the community, you know, pushing him from behind. So if he can't feel it for himself, you know, I hope that he can look at the community as we all cheer him on.
He's going to need a lot of time, though. Especially for something where he was ready to spend his life with her. And it was very obvious that he really loved her.
Yeah.
Even though he did a divorce, I think. But I think it was just for legal reasons. Or it feels like it is. Oh, I was wondering if I was going to hit.
His life is lowering. He can throw. Nice.
Now you dead. That's it. That's a kill. 1-2. Done.
Nice for Mothman. Clutched it. Good reaction. He knew that the Sphere Flame was a little bit loose.
Well, at that range, that's enough to get in.
Oh, yeah. But like we're saying, even if we know, good of Mothman not to panic and just cleanly. Shut the fuck up. Art keeps saying Mothman's gonna give him his KO club jacket for coaching. Art's convinced of it. Mothman disagrees, but
KO Club is an interesting series. Hope it works out.
yeah, me too. Mothman and I were talking about how it's a really cool thing to have more types of Marvel tournaments or like tournament settings or whether it's teams or like KO Club or having strikes on lives, you know, 10 versus 10, like anything is cool, and the community was really, you know, happy about seeing it. It brought another level of hype, like a tournament, you know, kind of Coliseum, you know, may the best player win kind of thing. Really cool.
Let's see, Rary's running Urban Coliseum.
Yeah.
Here's KO Club. Sometimes TNS switches it up.
We got The Office.
I don't know.
First to deaths until 6 o'clock in the morning.
I don't have the energy to watch those streams. Mario Party bullshit.
Some side games.
If I had the mental stamina to deal with Mario Party level bullshit, I need to train to deal with Mario Party level of BS.
That would be pretty fun to see what different sort of mini games.
Well, then you'd be like trying to utilize Heroes versus Herald, and then you'd have to configure certain settings.
That'd be cool.
I mean, that's what TNS did for a while, or for one tournament, which was a really good idea.
Wow, beautiful block on the cross up. Unless it was auto block.
I think what was it? It was 1v1 with air dashes, and then you get all that, like, you had to spend a meter for X Factor.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Look at these docks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a funny thing that we've mentioned in SoCal, that you go to a tournament, you go to the office, or you go to a local, and you're going to play more Modocs in one night than you will in your entire life of playing Marvel.
Right here in SoCal? Yeah, pretty much.
We have like 3 or 4 out of maybe like 6 or 7, maybe 10 all-time Modok players.
Some of the strongest Modocs around, too.
Yeah, literally. And they all play like different ones. Priest plays his team. Mothman plays, you know, the Phoenix team. Morgan Phoenix too, which is, and Jay plays Mystic Ray. Dorm with Mystic Ray. It's just 3 totally different play styles, 3 totally different teams.
But you'll never see a Modok player in the Midwest or East Coast here. Oh no, we got Punisher. You got Punisher in East Coast.
Yeah, Punisher. He's far up there, but
like top level, like it's SoCal.
There was what's his name in Florida? Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Exactly.
I can't remember his name. He's an earlier player. He was like 2017 player, I think. Ah, goodness.
The thing that scares me at Shenko is all she needed was one change, and then she'd be insanely scary.
Yeah, there was Moons. There was another one. Moons was more East Coast, so there was a Florida player. Was it Flash Metroid that played?
No, not Flash Metroid.
I can't remember who it was.
Full Schedule? No.
Full Schedule played Viper.
It was Viper Doom.
Yeah, another very respectable. There's Screwbacks. Screwbacks was Texas. He played also a very interesting Modok team.
I thought he was a Chris player.
No, he played Modok, Spencer, or I think it was Spencer, Modok, Scroll. And he was one of the very first people to actually do the zip loop. Because you could get it off of...
But that's not Modok. I'm talking about Modok specific players. Like, they're known for their Modok. You're talking about Spencer.
Yeah, but he played Modok, but it was like a different sort of team play than, like you're saying, Modok specific, Modok optimized.
Like, players are known for their Modoks because their Modoks are really strong and effective. You're talking about a Spencer player.
No, I'm just mentioning. Somebody mentioned that Screwbacks. Streamberger mentioned that there was a Screwbacks as a Modok player. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. There was a Florida player, I'm pretty sure. Or a Southern East Coast player that played Modok back in the day.
I mean, that was my friend Royal Flush, but he didn't really... He had a good Modok, but wasn't a strong enough Modok.
I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of is Royal Flush.
Royal Flush is SoCal, though.
Is he? Yeah,
He
maybe
ran
that's not it.
Thor, Doc, and Vijo.
Yeah, that's not it then. I can't remember who it was.
But,
Dark
and-
Doc? Oh!
Oh,
Dark Doc.
wow, he edged out the win. He chipped.
Why'd you act? You gonna act and got the help back?
Moth too clutch. And that's Modok on Modok player violence. Out of anybody that would know what's possible in an incoming,
Damn, Juan. You let yourself lose to your own character? And a timer scam at that.
when you talk about good Modoks, you have to remember Moth plays Modok without neutral, so that's very true.
Talk about good Modoks.
That is an important thing to note that he doesn't. Well, he obviously gets one of the best assists with Morgan. The fundamentals of his game plan, don't utilize any assist pressure versus people that generally do get
Yeah, I
assist
remember
pressure.
on last Evo. But it's one of those things where you have to bring up a question of like, do you consider Evo as a non, like any MVCs, UMVCs won at Evo beyond being a main stage-ish game? It's a question of do you want to count it or not? Some people say yes, some people say no.
I mean, yeah, obviously that's like the big discussion that a lot of people have said, but regardless of the opinion, going to the event, playing at the event, and winning at the event is the bottom line of what he did, and so...
He won in Evo, but then the question is the Evo, would you consider Evo official?
Yeah, I mean, it was the Evo tournament, but it's like...
Was it? Because
it's
that's a
like,
community tournament.
it was
That's
a
an
community
Evo
tournament,
community
but
tournament.
that was the only way that Evo was played at Evo. That was the only way. There was no other way to play it, no other way to put it on main stage or get more entrants. And so, like, that brings in, like, the determination of, like, you go to this really big event, people can show up because of A, B, C, or D. You still won the bracket, even though Tony Smith and his three amigos that are usually the top tiers won. That's not on the player themselves. They did whatever it took to win grand finals and they won it. But like you're saying,
Yeah, but that's the same as saying
there's
me
an
going
asterisk.
But that's just me saying to like I got top one in a tournament where there was only 3 people.
But there wasn't only 3 people. There was a bracket of a lot of really strong players, but it
then
was a
not
little
all the
bit
strong
lighter.
players.
Exactly, and so
So
there's
then you have the
nothing.
question of like, okay, for the category what you consider what is the Evo tournament?
It was
Do you really-
the Evo tournament.
No, do you really consider that the caliber of like this, like for the current Evo tournament and the quality of player base that are going to come back? Do you consider that to be the same quality of player base?
No, that's
That brings up the dynamic of do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
consider this a real Evo?
There's-
Again, it's up to everyone's opinion on that.
that's like the word I don't like to use. I don't like to use the word real Evo.
Many top players are there. You're right, but at the same thing is, can you really consider a tournament if you're not fighting against people like Ryan LV, even though he's living
Right.
his own life now, or like someone like Chris G who would be there? Because everyone else's priorities are different. It was a lower level.
Right. If it's one thing to get top 8 in a bracket that's respected as like a tournament, but if the bracket's not stacked, like we're saying, it's not the triumph. It feels a little bit lackluster, because like we're saying, like the A squad isn't there.
Well, like
you didn't have
people
to
would-
play the A squad,
Well, no,
etc.
people playing with something that's really important on the lines that were strong, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are people who played Marvel for the sake of playing Marvel, and there are people who were really good who didn't play Marvel in those years because they wanted to prioritize other things. Oh, no, he's dead. He's
tried to-
totally dead. Yeah, that's dead. So you got a
He
Merry
did the-
Christmas. Merry Christmas. That sucks.
He did the.
That was a Merry Christmas.
No way. Felicidades. Clutch man. That's purple Modok. I call that the promethazine Modok. So when he's on screen, I call it Mothman.
Let's call him Robitussin. That's Robitussin Modok. Great flavor.
Well, Tussin is DXM. Promethazine is affiliated with Gucci Mane.
Don't care.
Gucci Mane, Mothman.
Don't care. It's going to be Purple Robitussin Mothman now. Please comply as it's Cristo. Shenko top 8, I forget. I don't remember what Well, Shenko is actually really strong,
Yeah.
but it's just one of those, like, you can't use her for everything. She's a nightmare to deal with if you manage to get armor on and just use her for pressure.
Oh yeah.
Like, imagine her with, like, a fucking Magneto. You're fucked. You're totally fucked.
Yeah, and PZ kind of shows like the concept with like with Virgil too. Like normally where a character would have capability of being pressured out of their quote unquote like aggression.
Well, like, Golden Armor Shenko means you get, like, get out of jail free card for almost everything. Like, it's not going to work 100% of the time, and there's definitely going to be unfavorable matchups.
Wow.
But for the ones you can, you basically, it's almost a free ride if you do it right.
Right.
Because you need someone who could put Shenko, well, one, you need an Occidental in, and once she gets gold. Another part is you need characters that can put Shenko in a or in a capture state, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whether it's in a throw, or whether you get her in a command throw, or even like a hit move.
Somebody has to get on comment.